Welcome to the Simple Life Homesteading the Pioneer Way. I'm Brenda Weatherly, or most people call me Brenda K. And I don't know if you can see what I'm doing right now, but I had went out and picked some herbs yesterday. I picked all kind, thyme, rosemary, and um, uh, marjoram, and different ones. And I brought them in, and I have washed my rosemary, and I have put it on a towel. And I don't know if you can see that either, but I had put it on a towel and I had rolled it up to dry it. And I will show you what I did. I said, I don't know if you can see, but I had rolled it up in a towel and I, mashed it and got all the moisture out. And then I've got on the little eye here, I've got my eye warming up because it takes a few minutes. I turned that on before I turned the camera on. And I've got my rosemary dried, and I'm going to put oil in my pan, and I'm using extra virgin olive oil. Make sure it fall on the floor in a few minutes. Anyway, when this heats up pretty hot, you don't want to get it like boiling hot, but you want to get it pretty warm. When that heats up, well, it's pretty warm. This right here is a sprig. I don't know if you can see it, a ton of rosemary. And a lot of people will scrape the leaves off of rosemary. Just take it from the end, hold the stem, and take it and get the leaves off this way. And then they can skewer meats and things with the little stem of rosemary and leave a little bit on the end and cook it. And that works great as a skewer. And that stem gives a lot of flavor also to the meat and things you're cooking. I took most of it off, as you can see, and but I did leave a few stems because when you're making an oil, it's nice to just put a sprig of whatever you're making in it. So I like to leave a few of those, and even some little tips like this. If you're doing a small jar, just a little tip like this would well would look nice in a jar. Anyway, I've got a few of those here, as you can see. Separate them while oil is getting to temperature, and I think it pretty much is. And now I've got um, a whole lot here, but I'm not going to do very much. I'm going to put just a few sprigs in that oil because I didn't have very much oil. I need to get some oil, but I didn't have very much today, so I'm not going to put a whole lot of rosemary in it. I will go to the store this evening, and I'm using a teaspoon because it has a longer handle, and I just want to make sure that oil is incorporated, and it is frying. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is like frying. I think you might be able to hear it, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll let it sizzle just a few minutes. And the aroma is so wonderful in the kitchen. And you can do this with all kind of herbs. You can do it with your rosemary, with your mint, with everything, and make infused oils. And then you can put the infused oils in your baking. Like if you're doing an Italian dish, you might put the rosemary, marjoram, or marjoram, however you want to pronounce it. Just a teaspoon or two of that in your pot to brown your ground beef or lamb or whatever you're working with, and that just adds extra flavor. And so I really enjoy doing the infused oils. And so after I let it infuse a few minutes, I will then pour it into a jar. And then after it cools, I will lid it, and I just put the whole thing, the rosemary and all, in the jar. After a week or so, you would want to remove the rosemary or the herb that you're doing, if you prefer, especially if it's loose like mine, and let that dry, and then you can chop it up and jar that up and use that in your baking also. And then just put maybe one sprig or two in here so you'll know what kind of oil it is. And turn this off because you don't want to burn it. And it's not burnt, but it is smelling wonderful. And I'm just going to leave it there. And when it cools a bit, I will put it in the jar. A lot of y'all see this little handle here that's always at my kitchen, and I just wanted to take a minute to share with you what it is. I'm only 4'10" tall, and I need assistance in the kitchen reaching things in my top cabinet because these are regular size cabinets in the regular place that you would put them. And look over my cabinet, but as you can see, I can't reach even the bottom of the top. I have to tiptoe just to reach the bottom of the top cabinet. So I found this little. I've always used step stools, but they're the bulky, folding ones. It's kind of ugly, and I like antiques or old things, primitive looking things from a cabin especially. And then I have Victorian things, and I have Italian things for the different houses that we have. But anyway, I found this in an antique shop, and it's 5 foot tall. Uh, it's a beautiful little step, and I just find that it's wonderful in the kitchen. I just take a hold of the handle for safety, and I can, just keep hold handle, and then I can reach anything in my cabinet. I can just pretty much reach anything. And so I thought that was a real nifty thing, and I leave it here. You can put it right here and still open your drawers because it will just set the handle will just sit right here. The only thing, if I need the bottom drawer open, I would need to move it. But you're liable to see this sitting anywhere in my kitchen or anywhere else in the house for that matter. If I have to climb up to get anything, this is my handy little step, and I think it's cute. I like it, and it serves me well. Uh, Another thing I would like to show you is I had talked to you before about my kitchen cabinet and the way that let me see if I can get my, I have two of these olive wood cutting boards, and what I do is just open my drawers and I put a cutting board in it and then close it, and I have a good deal of surface for my baking. I even have one. Oh, it's heavy, you guys. I even have one for my candy making and pastry making. It's marble. And I have another one just like that, or like this. And so as you can see, I can put my cutting board in my cabinet. I might have to get that out. And I have a pastry board right here that's marble. I have two cutting boards right here that I can take care of. These three drawers give me the whole length of my cabinet, which you see that I don't have much room up here to do any work. But with the drawers open and my cutting boards in it, I can do all kind of chopping and cutting and slicing of my fruits and my vegetables and my meats, whatever, and then my pastries and my bread with the marble. And that's how I work in this small kitchen. This little cabin is only 12 by 24, and 4 foot is a porch. So in the little 12 by 20 area, I have a living room, dining room, kitchen, bedroom, and bath. And it just suits our needs. As you know, I have to tend to my mom. She has dementia, and we had to bring her home with us. And I really wanted her to have a little space of her own. So we built this little 12 by 24 cabin. Well, actually, we had it built and brought here because they could have done it a little faster than we could. She's knocking on the door right now. Let me let her come in, Mom, and have a seat. I'm taping. And she's been over to visit my daughter. She lives right next door, and then my house is just right across the yard. My mother's little place is right here in my yard. And because we needed her here, I stay with her right here in her little cabin. And this is all the kitchen we have, but this is all the kitchen that anyone really needs because I can do anything. I can do my breads. I cook. I have 2 eyes here. Eye cover right here. I have a little 2-eye stove, if you want to call it that. I have a Warning Pro. It's a professional waffle maker. And I have this little convection and convention oven. We do not use microwaves. And I do not use aerosol sprays either. And I bought this little thing. You can put your own oils in it. And I use olive oil most of the time. You just open it, put your oils in it, and then you pump it, and you have aerosol spray, and it doesn't have any chemicals or anything. You just pump it till it gets kind of firm, and then you can open your grill.
Where are you going to keep this
And
on?
just lay it down more. Just refill that as you need to. Never have to buy another one. And you don't use aerosol sprays. And we like that. Anyway, this is Brenda Weatherly from The Simple Life, Homesteading the Home Pioneer Way. And just showing you my little kitchen, our mom's little kitchen, and some of the things that we do, and the small space that we live in. Until next time, keep homesteading.